At the New York International Auto Show, Subaru made quite the splash with the all-new 2026 Outback. This is the first major, what I would call, significant styling redesign in the 30 years of the history, mainly because the old one was a wagon. People loved their wagon, and we just put out an Outback 2025 review on our channel, and the love for the Outback is immense. So what is Subaru doing here? Are they taking a big gamble with this different shape? Yes, it is boxier, and however, it still looks kind of like a wagon. We're looking at the wilderness trim right here. I think the wheels are a little small for these plastic clad wheel arches, but that gives you lots of travel, and that's the key. The wilderness edition of this is quite capable. Mechanically, this is very similar to the original or the outgoing model. You have the same engine choices. Horsepower and torque are tweaked a little bit. You still have the turbo option, which you're probably going to want in your Outback, and they did not mention anything about a hybrid option. So I found that interesting, since that just debuted in the Forester. Now they also claim, and I'm sure it is, that this rides a lot better, it's a lot quieter, a lot more sound deadening, and with that boxier shape, you're going to get more headroom. Dimensionally, not much different from the outgoing Outback, even though this does look more trucky. It's about the same length overall. However, the big difference is 2 inches. 2 inches right there. 2 inches of extra height, and that's what gives it this boxy look. And regarding cargo and carrying things, that extra 2 inches gives you about 35 cubic feet in the back behind those 2 seats. That's about 2 feet more than the current 25 model. The big news is up on the roof though. So the roof rails can hold up to 800 pounds. So if you want a car camp up on top, you can put a tent up there, and definitely a few people if you wanted to, 2 at the most, but that's a lot. And then even when you're rolling down the road, you can carry 220 pounds. So then that's really limited by lateral side to side. So, yep, pretty good carrying capacity there. And I think another big improvement is that the X mode, which you usually have to like go through the menu system, that will now be on the steering wheel. So it'll be a lot easier to switch over into X mode when you're on a trail. And ground clearance, regardless of wilderness trim or the other one, it's 9.5 on the wilderness trim, which is the same as the outgoing model, and 8.7, which is also the same as the outgoing model. I think this will be a big seller. I think people are going to love them once they drive them. And Subaru is very adamant that these are lifestyle vehicles. These are about getting the job done. They're not beauty queens. So this will probably appeal to Outback owners now, once they sort of digest the usefulness of this slightly different form factor. But one place I think most folks will agree that this is a dramatic improvement is in this interior. The vertical screen, the slow touch screen, is gone, and you have real buttons for all of your HVAC. You also have a fully digital instrument cluster. And as far as the seats go, Subaru is proud of something they're calling low fatigue, or they describe them as low fatigue seats. These are mounted directly to the chassis, supposedly reducing head movement and improving comfort on long drives. Now, I've always felt that the wilderness edition of all the Subarus are a little cartoonish looking, so don't get too caught up on the styling of that one, because I think this XT high luxury trim level actually looks pretty good. You get a little bit more of that wagony shape. The wheels look good in the wheel wells. So yeah, from a styling standpoint, I think this one doesn't look that bad, and it's going to be a big seller in this type of trim. I did find another Outback over here. Oh, it's a wagon. It's when you put these two side by side, you really do get to see the difference between the outgoing Outback and the new one. You can tell a huge difference in size, and as far as this front area. The new Outback is about an inch wider. It gives you a little bit more elbow room, shoulder room. Now, it should also be mentioned that Subaru also debuted their first full EV that's in-house developed by them, and that is the Trailseeker, which does carry over sort of the Outback look. I think that Trailseeker is kind of like the electric version of the Outback as far as the overall shape.
Now the Trailseeker will be available early next year. It will have 8.3 inches of ground clearance, and what everybody wants to know is range. It's got 260 miles, 375 horsepower though, so it should move along really well.
Now Subaru always has the biggest and best displays at the auto show. They truly are an adventure. As you walk amongst the car, they do recreate the outdoors, which is what all Subarus are about. We even have, if you can hear it, we have crickets, we have bug sounds. It's just a lot of fun. Even if you're not interested in buying a Subaru, their displays are top notch. We have this little tunnel we're gonna walk through. It's a huge display. Absolutely fantastic. Fun for kids. It's a Subaru tradition to bring the dogs. Everybody loves their dogs when it comes to Subarus.
All right, well, there you go. A walk amongst the Outbacks and amongst, is that right? The Subarus here at the 2025 New York International Auto Show. Definitely comment below. I think all publicity is good publicity, and the new Outback is definitely getting some here. So definitely weigh in below. Let us know what you think, and have a great day, morning, or evening, wherever you may be.